Be right here, right now. Just for a little while. What I found on my journey within self-empowerment, self-enrichment, absolutely, is that one of the biggest challenges is giving myself permission to feel good. Give myself permission to actually do nothing. Just be. Giving myself permission to just, when I can, live out of time. Sleep when I'm tired, get up when I'm rested, not by a clock. Then in the times you live by your clock, you do your clock thing, but you get the experience more of what it's like to be in our natural state, rather than our learned state of consciousness and being, our natural. And there's a lot of teachings. The teachings will say, well, you don't really exist. You're just a concept. You're a thought. You're an electronic blip on a screen of some kind. Well, that's interesting. That's not my deal. I could see that dimension, that reality of something, but that's because I can perceive that. I'm not that. Yeah, I'm a perceiver. Yeah. So I'm being right here, right now, and my feet in the water. My toes, I have talking feet. Of course, you probably have some noticed. Trying to get them to calm down. But it's even a challenge when I'm driving, because I like to talk about something, I get excited, and then the car goes, tick, 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 tick. So it's like, just be calm, have a good time. Anyway, but actually I have to tell you, my feet are a really important part of my spiritual journey, because everyone used to tease me about my feet being big. My mother would tease me. I got to where when I was dating, I would hide my feet in the sand because I wouldn't want anybody to see them, because I thought they were so ugly. And so I also, my daughter's father, my husband, always teased me about my feet. They were good. But what's interesting? That suffering, that was all identified with the body. That means you think my feet look funny, then I'm funny? No, I'm not funny. My feet look weird, I'm weird? I'm not weird. No, or maybe I am weird. It all depends. Well, of course, you do want to be weird to some people because they'll leave you alone. Of course, that's great. But anyway, to be here now and to be fully in this moment, sitting here in nature, see, beyond thinking, and giving ourselves experience of who we are naturally, not who you think you are, not who you're taught to believe you are, or any of this sort of thing. And give yourself that opportunity, at least once a day, to experience yourself without thinking. You think, well, how can I do that? Well, then guess who's running your life? Your mind. Not divine mind. Divine mind doesn't think, it knows. It's an observer. It's a witness. It's a state of being. It's in my book, Live Your Bliss. It's the bliss zone. That's not a goal to attain. It's who you are. You're already bliss. Satchit Ananda Vigraha, eternity, consciousness, bliss, is always a form to express through, because a soul is a form. And the form of a soul is called a feeling body, a feeling body. And so when we are out of the now, that means we're in the unconscious state. Then there's just these thoughts that are running. And these automatic, habituated actions that we take. And the way we talk and think, without taking a step back to observe yourself. Or observe this, not yourself, it's yourself observing your mind and your thoughts and your actions and all of that. And it's always our reaction and our relating to this outer reality. When you want to relate to your own inner self, And then I'm relating to your inner self because we have the same self. So by being here now, give yourself, what could you do today where you could just be by yourself alone and breathe, some nice breathing. Exhale, let go of any pain or anything in your body. Inhale, get more oxygen. Because see, when you're in your mind just thinking, it takes the oxygen you could be using when you're soul-centered rather than, in a sense, brain-centered. Yeah. You don't need to have your body, senses, and brain jerk you around. You're the one. Yeah. Take ownership. Take dominion. Dominion doesn't mean to damage or to abuse. No, it means take your position. It's who you are. It's what you're supposed to be. Be here now. And I always say be there now. Because if people don't want to be here, the mind so wants to run after the next thing. What can I do to prevent the loss? And then in the future is going to be the thing that I want. So I got to race and get to that thing in the future that's going to give me what I want. And then you get there, you say, well, is that all there is? Remember Peggy Lee's song? Is that all there is? And I used to think, whoa. When you really get there, now your spiritual life begins. To recognize, this isn't all there is. No. There is you, and you, and you, and you, and me, and all of us, together and individually. Yeah. It takes courage to let yourself feel good. It takes courage to see what it's like to do nothing. Courage to let yourself relax and stop torturing yourself with stress and in your mind. Whew. Yeah. To let go of worry. Yes. Give yourself little bits of it then. A minute. 2 minutes. To experience yourself, the paradise you've been seeking.